One of the gentlemen, named Bob Healy, came to our conference with a quasi-functional prototype. He had terminal cancer, and Bob came to me and said, "Help me."
Entrepreneur Clay Clark has built several multi-million-dollar businesses. Now, he helps budding entrepreneurs like Bob turbocharge their ideas with a 14-step plan.
And grillblazer.com is now a massively successful company that's becoming a household name in many American homes.
In this episode, we dive into how to rebuild American small businesses and industrial capacity.
You never want to outsource your core competency. We have to import certain technology from countries that hate us to make military weapons to defend us. That doesn't even make sense.
This is American Thought Leaders, and I'm Yanya Kellick.
Let me introduce you to the grill gun.
Oh! I would have greened that anyway. I need that. Yeah. That is sweet.
You want full power?
As you guys remember, I have a good buddy named Ty, and he introduced the grill gun a few episodes ago.
To the grill gun.
Oh!
My name is Kevin Thomas, and the name of our company is MultiClean. We are a commercial janitorial service, and we serve the entire state of Oklahoma and Kansas and soon to be Arkansas. We have probably grown probably 5 times. We've added, I think when we first started with you, we had 60 to 65 employees. And now we have a little over 300 employees. Before we got involved with Thrivetime, we didn't really have any systems or processes in place. I've probably been to, in 6-7 years, I've probably been to 12 to 13 business conferences. And amazingly, each time I go, I learn something new. And I'm so excited to bring it back and show the team about marketing and how to implement how to help you guys implement the SEO, and the coaching is just great because there's accountability, and it's just a fantastic way to grow your company. Having a relationship with Thrivetime it's just been amazing for MultiClean.
To be coached hard means you have to be willing to be uncomfortable.
Some shows don't need a celebrity narrator to introduce the show, but this show does. In a world filled with endless opportunities, why would 2 men who have built 13 multi-million-dollar businesses altruistically invest 5 hours per day to teach you the best practice business systems and moves that you can use? Because they believe in you, and they have a lot of time on their hands. They started from the bottom, now they're here. It's the Thrivetime Show, starring the former U.S. Small Business Administration's Entrepreneur of the Year, Clay Clark, and the entrepreneur trapped inside an optometrist's body, Dr. Robert Zillner. 2 men, 8 kids, co-created by 2 different women, 13 multi-million-dollar businesses.
We started from the bottom, now we're here. We started from the bottom, and we'll show you how to get here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. We started from the bottom, now we're here.
Started from the bottom, and now we're at the top, teaching you the systems to get what we got. Colton Dixon's on the hooks, I break down the books. The seeds bringing some wisdom and the good looks. As the father of 5, that's why I'm alive. So if you see my wife and kids, please tell them hi. It's the CNC up on your radio, and now 3, 2, 1, here we go.
We started from the bottom, now we're here. We started from the bottom, and we'll show you how to get here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. We started from the bottom, now we're here. We started from the bottom, now we're here. We started from the bottom, and we'll show you how to get here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. We started from the bottom.
I've always felt location is important, but the people behind the deal are much more important than location. I'd much rather have a really smart, talented guy doing a deal in a not-so-good location than an idiot doing a deal in a great location, because you'll make money every time. Making deals can be tough. I learned at a young age that you have to deal with the boss. It's very simple. Deal with the boss wherever possible. Negotiation is a very, very delicate art. Sometimes you have to be tough. Sometimes you have to be as sweet as pie. You never know. It depends on who you're dealing with. I've always said that negotiation is not really learned. It's almost innate. It's in the genes. A negotiator is born. Once you make a deal with someone, it's really important to carry it through. If you start developing the wrong reputation, it makes it impossible to make future deals. Once you shake hands, that should be it. You've always got to stand up for yourself. You just have to fight for yourself because basically nobody else is going to fight for you. Negotiation is a very, very delicate art. The big thing in negotiation is to try and figure out your opponent. Otherwise, you're going to look like an idiot and lose big. Many times you hear the expression that God is in the details. When people come in to buy something, especially very rich people, they see details. If something's wrong, they see it, and it reflects in the price.
Let me see what that looks like.
That's why I'm up early in the morning to check every detail of my construction sites.
And what is that?
It's a little bit like watch somebody sell their used car and not wash it. You can spend $10 washing the car and get another $200 for the car. And I've seen guys, they're selling cars that are dirty. And I say, that guy is a loser.
It's going to be a great store when they're finished.
Never beg when you're trying to sell something. If it doesn't work out, take your lumps and relax. But you'll never sell through the begging route. You've got to believe in what you're selling. If you don't believe it, if you don't really believe it yourself, it'll never work. It'll never sell, and you're going to be miserable. We think we're going to have a very, very substantial portion of this building leased before we start construction. Thinking outside of the box is something that is very much of a cliche, but if you really want to be successful, that's how you're going to have to do it. People love the beauty of the building, and they love the location of the building. And I think they like Trump. It's always been easier for me to think big. It was always easier for me to attract the money and the capital than it would be if I did a small job someplace that nobody cared about and nobody wanted to finance. For instance, I'm building a new golf course in Bedminster, New Jersey.
Frank, how we doing? Good.
The site covers over 500 acres, which is huge. When I'm done, it's going to be one of the best golf courses anywhere in the world.
All right, good smooth stuff. This topsoil is great. Good smooth, okay? Now in this wind, people are going to realize I have my own hair. They always say, Trump, does he wear a wig? I said, I have my own hair. At least I'll see it now in the wind.
You cannot be successful without passion. If you don't love what you're doing, if you don't have passion for it, forget it. Do something else. You'll be much more successful, and you'll lead a lot happier life. The greatest thing that can happen to a businessman or a woman is to surround yourself with talented people who also happen to be loyal. You never know what makes a loyal person. And guess what? If they're not loyal to you one time, don't give them a second chance because they won't be loyal to you the next time. Ideally, you want quick decision makers. However, you can't make it so quick that the decision's going to be wrong. I'd rather have somebody take their time and come out with a right decision. But the best combination is good decision making quickly. Every apartment is at least this finished or more. The building is in fantastic shape. If I see that there's a lack of organization, it drives me crazy because ultimately, lack of organization is lack of leadership, and you cannot succeed with a lack of leadership. We're substantially under budget, and we're ahead of schedule. It's good. Good. Okay. I focus very, very hard on budget. When people don't adhere to a budget, it's only trouble.
You're $2,095,000.
Right.
Can you get it down to $1.8 million?
$1.8 million.
$1.8 million.
People go over budget, they're in big trouble.
We have a deal.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
The word leadership is always hard to define because you see so many different people that are so different and they're great leaders. Hello, everybody. But the quality of a great leader that I've seen that's common to all is respect. There's nothing like real estate. It beats paper stock certificates, and I think it's a great market. People have to respect you, or you cannot be a leader. How you doing, folks? Bill, we just bought the rest of the Sun Times site, so we own 100% of it now. The marketplace is totally brilliant. If you price something a little bit high, all of a sudden, they don't buy. If you price it a little bit low, the marketplace just comes and eats it alive. You have to find the right price. And if you don't, big trouble. You better do a good job, Bill, or your ass is grass. Okay, good luck, Bill. Bye. When I build a building, or when I build a golf course, or a club, or whatever I do, you always have to go after a certain audience. Number one paperback is The Art of the Deal, and the number one business book is How to Get Rich. You have to be able to pinpoint your market, and if you can't pinpoint the market, you won't be successful. Have a good time, everybody. Okay, look at the building, look at the facade. Get it painted, get it finished. I want to get rid of those air conditioning louvers, especially the ones in the terracotta. If you think an idea is really good, then just don't stop. Go after it. Keep selling it, because some of the greatest ideas were ideas that nobody wanted. So it's going to be painted like the... To represent Donald Trump and the Trump Organization, somebody has to be driven, but maybe more important than anything, they have to love it. If they don't love it, they'll never, ever be successful. Once they love it, and once I can see they enjoy what they're doing, and they've got the talent to do it, they can't stop.
Oh, flattery will get you everywhere. Oh, fantastic. How are you?
My apprentice, you know my apprentice.
How are you? Nice.
Contractors are a whole separate breed. They're tough, they're smart. They didn't go to Harvard or Wharton mostly, but you know what? They're just as smart as anybody that went there. You have to know how to deal with contractors, and you have to be tough, because they will pick your pockets and you won't even know what happened. Positive attitude is all about self-confidence, and self-confidence is the whole ballgame. I like the name Trump Tower Chicago, like Trump National for the golf courses. If you don't have a positive attitude in business or in life, you'll never, ever be successful. I always thought of it Trump Tower Chicago, but the building is going to be amazing. Random House has really been amazing for Trump. Our last book, How to Get Rich, was so successful. You should never lose your cool unless it's an act. If you're acting that you're angry because you want to scare your employees or you want to do something to get them to work harder, never lose your cool unless you have a reason for doing so. And I promise you that will not be the picture we use, because I hate it. This is the first time I've seen this one. I'm a leader that listens to my team and listens intently. But in the end, I form my own opinion.
So we took that height and we worked down?
No. But how can they tell us what height? The height starts off the ground. So why do we have to take the ground down? The leader that wants to be popular, that wants to be loved, that leader ultimately is not going to make it.
You're going to move the transformer.
We'll move the transformer and we'll take care of that issue.
Okay, all right, good. Let's you and I come into the office, okay? 1 o'clock on Friday? Why don't you confirm it? What's his attitude? And he knows I'm not doing it unless I get what I want, right? Oftentimes you'll see an opponent and you'll say to yourself, this is going to be easy. That's the worst thing you can do. Never underestimate your opponent. Assume that your opponent is the toughest, smartest person in the world, because that can really lead to victory. What did he tell you? How did he talk to you? Okay, that means he's going to do it. Be a hard ass guy. Okay, so long.
Come on, everybody. Are you running with me?
There's no better feeling than being a winner.
Does New York City want the Olympics?
To be a winner, you have to think like a winner. You have to be positive, and you cannot stop. The best people are the ones that don't stop until the sale is made. Can you do this deal for $250,000? You're at $344,000, right?
Can't do it for $250,000, sir.
What can you do it for? They never give up. They have no quit. $265, Scott. I'm going to give you the deal. Is that okay? Do a great job, Scott. You have a lot of business coming up, okay?
I appreciate that.
All right, congratulations. If you win, people are going to respect you. Nice shot, Annika.
Where am I?
I don't think you should have picked that far. You might be in the rough. Vince Lombardi was a little guy. He used to smack around these giant football players, and they'd cry. The reason he got away with it is because he just won. Good swing. Greatest golfer in the world. I've rarely seen a leader that's been able to lead by consensus. A leader is somebody that oftentimes will go against everybody. That's what a leader is. Pete, why would you send this to them anyway?
Break down the line items as
No, but why wouldn't you let him send it to you? No, you're not supposed to send him anything. He's bidding on a job. Generally speaking, a leader has to think independently. I think if it's better, if you say you got a better price and cut him down to $15.5, and then I'm going to forget about what happened. Okay? You got to knock this building down fast, right? Fast, okay?
Oh, quickly.
How long?
February, I believe.
Or sooner, right?
Or sooner.
People settle for mediocrity for one reason. They're lazy. I've seen it so often. People go into something, they don't want to go that extra step. They know it's not going to be great. It might be good, it might be okay. It's not going to be great. They settle for mediocrity. They're lazy. Great job, man. He's done that before, huh?
Oh, yeah.
He wanted me to do that, right? I've always felt my best deals were made with my instinct, not anything else, with my instinct. Well, I think this will be one of the great buildings of Chicago, if not the best.
And what do you say to the skeptics?
My skeptics have always faded away because I produce.
Well, you've made Chicago very proud.
Well, thank you. How long would wire that holds up a big heavy scaffold last from a practical standpoint or in a big building? Could it last like 10 years or do you think not? I'll always want to hear what people have to say. It doesn't mean you have to do what they're saying, but always listen. If you do all the talking, you're not going to learn a lot.
However, New York State has its own code, which is regulated every 36 months.
That's very interesting. All right, you have a deal. Congratulations. Golf is an amazing game. I've seen people become tremendous friends on a golf course, whereas when they go out for lunch or dinner, they can't stand each other.
You just keep making par after par.
Well, that's nice of you to say, but I think I'm probably more proud of the course than I am of my game, but I'm happy with my game.
But Donald, you've been carrying me the whole round.
Yeah, thank you. That was a good one. I always like to think big. There's an expression, go big or go home. I like it a lot. You go for the fences, you go all the way, or just, you know what, go home.
I mean, if you can get a client like Trump, as opposed to a client like, who knows, you're better off.
In life, you can have a great idea, but if you can't get those ideas across, it's never, ever going to work. You can't miss in this location, you know that.
I don't know how many square feet. We need to see the space really.
Pretty big. It's pretty good, I'll tell you. You know, we're going to put a whole canopy over the top of the space. It's going to be beautiful. I know so many people that have great ideas, but they can't sell the ideas. Guess what? They're not successful.
I want to move in.
Okay, give me a proposal. All right? Okay. Nice seeing you, pal.
Nice seeing you again.
Good. Nice seeing you. Oftentimes you'll have an idea and you'll fall in love with it, and then it turns out to be not such a good idea and you can't get rid of it. Can you give us a good deal? How about we make a deal now at, on a gross basis, $20 a foot? Yeah. Huh? Just I can't. When the idea turns out bad, cut it out of your mind, get rid of it, go on to the next thing, and let it be better. Okay, if you can't make a deal, finish it up with IBM, right? For me, failure is never an option. Look, you guys didn't do a job, and you weren't there, and you know you weren't there, and the deal would have never gotten done without the other guys.
If you have to go through the wall, you go through it. If you can't go through it, you go under it, around it, over it. There is no such thing as failure.
You know what? Then maybe you're not going to get your fee, because as far as I'm concerned, you didn't do anything. This deal was mishandled from day one, okay?
I've seen people go 48 hours and even more, days and days without any sleep in order to get a deal done. Sometimes you have to do that.
You have to love what you do. Number two, you can never give up. You can never quit.
And if you don't have the physical or mental stamina to do it, guess what? You better be doing something else.
You can never, ever quit.
Getting along with people is very important to success. So give me a proposal, we'll study it. You know, he's my friend, right? If you're not going to get along with people, you may be successful, but it's going to be a lot harder. Right? That's what it's all about. Is that right? In business, it's important to adapt. Let's get to the price. So you're at 344. Can you do it for 250?
I cannot.
And you know, we have a big building going up in Chicago. And if you don't adapt, you're never going to be good in business. You're never going to be successful. Okay. 265, Scott, I'm going to give you the deal.
You give me that 4-year service agreement at $15K and we have a deal, sir.
Okay. All right, you have a deal. Show flexibility. Be able to make a change. Leadership is very important in business. You have to inspire your staff. You have to really make them respect you. Go ahead, do it. Let's do it. Come on, you promised me. You guaranteed me victory? Did you guarantee me victory? Yeah. You never quit. You never quit. Bring Jennifer in. People like working for the Trump Organization because I make it fun. That's Miss Universe right there. Look, Jay is one of the top lawyers in New York.
Hey. Good, thank you. Nice to meet you.
I make life interesting. It's always different. It's always exciting. Where else do you get a good time like with Trump? Trump is Trump. What can I tell you? A good leader has to be able to recognize the strengths and weaknesses of employees.
You really have to watch the people that you're doing business with, because there have been some absolutely horrific stories.
The leader has to be able to see who is really strong where. And if they don't do it, it's not going to work out very well for that leader or for that company.
So get the best people and watch them.
Money's important for a lot of reasons. It's a scorecard. How well did I do? How much did I make? How much did the company make?
Well, I'm glad you called.
Well, your name has been great in Las Vegas.
And that's even good for your building. It gives it a status.
Oh, it's great. It's great, Donald. It's added prestige to the ground, and it's done well.
You can do a lot of things, but in business, it's all about money.
Yeah, a good deal, I'd say it's like a great deal, okay?
Yes, it is.
So long.
Bye.
A successful team has to challenge each other. Push your teammates to be better performers.
Just had a third one.
Let me see it. Let me see it. Jack, why do you like this better than what you had? Let me just see what you had. Just keep pushing them, pushing them. You don't want to drive them over the edge, but push them as far as you can.
All right, good. Let's you and I come into the office.
You have them?
Your conference, gentlemen.
All right, so good. So where are we? When I have a meeting, I don't waste time. It's quick, short, to the point, and we don't play games. We are going to have to get you down to 120, or I don't think this thing's going to work.
That's not in the cards for us. If it's got to be a $120 million job, then it's not something we can do.
There's only so many hours in the day. The quicker you are, the more you can get done. I want you to sharpen your pencil if you can, okay? But that price won't get it, okay?
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Recently, I had a man, and he came in for his final interview, but in my mind, he was hired. So this guy started telling me what a creep his boss is.
A disloyal person can totally destroy a corporation.
I didn't like that an employee was talking badly about the boss, and I decided not to hire him.
If you find a disloyal person, get rid of him or her immediately. They're no good. They'll never be good. There's nothing worse than disloyalty.
I don't think Robin or Rona would be talking badly about me, but who the hell knows?
It's the great business person that can decide between practicality and creativity.
The vodka category, there really isn't a traditional strategy. The imagery is predetermined with the Trump brand.
I like that. That's a very smart ad.
You have to be able to strike a balance. If you don't strike a balance, it's not going to work.
Nice presentation. Good job.
There are times when the only choice is confrontation.
Do you understand me? And I'm going to sue you if I have to. Do you understand me?
Think of yourself as a gladiator. Think of yourself as somebody that goes into the ring.
Yes, I hung up. You didn't get disconnected. I hung up.
Confrontation is never really popular, but you know what? Sometimes it's needed. Do it, and do it with gusto.
Let me tell you something. I don't know what he bought. I don't know what he did. All I know is I'm finished, okay?
Family is very important in business. Over the years, I've seen many very wealthy people. They're successful, they've got a lot going, they're not necessarily happy.
We'll order. What do you want tonight? Chicken Parmesan? With meat sauce. Okay, Angel, I'll take care of it.
The people that are the happiest and the most content are the ones with good family.
Okay, I'll get you some spaghetti, baby. You're so lucky to be married to me. Goodbye, honey. Bye, baby. People that are successful always know when it's time to pull somebody, to change the squad. You don't want them to fail because probably it's your team that's going down with them. So pull that person before they fail. Life is full of different people. Sometimes you'll see a person, they're dressed beautifully, they look great, they're sharp, they speak well, everything's perfect, but they're losers.
Hello, everybody. Nice group, huh? Beautiful. Hey, how you doing?
Then you'll see somebody that doesn't look as good. They don't have the right clothing. They don't have the right face. They don't have anything right, but they turn out to be winners. Time shows that they turned out to be winners.
How's he doing? How's his answer? Good? He looks plenty smart to me.
You never can judge a book by its cover. I've seen over the years many people, they're highly inflexible. They have a straight line, but a lot of times that line has to change. And if you don't have a plan B, it's just not going to work. I really think this is something you want to show them.
Yeah.
And this is plan B. We might have a decision to make. You need flexibility or you're never, ever going to be successful. In advertising, you want to keep your message to the point and simple. When you make it too detailed, too complex, it goes over the head of a large segment of the people you're really wanting to hear the message. A really great leader, no matter how tough, no matter how smart, will always have an ability to listen to smart people that work for them.
Hello, Kendra. How's the real estate business done?
There are so many great ideas that can come out of your subordinates, and if you're not listening, you're not going to get those ideas.
Also, I think it would be good to aggressively attack an international market.
So hire smart people and then listen to them. I think that'll work out great. Our employees, it's over.
How's it coming, all right? Are they going to take the broken one out or just leave it?
That's what we're going to do.
So that's a 25-year-old piece of metal.
You need the respect of your employees.
Isn't this a brand new Escalator? Huh? I bought a brand new Escalator, fellas. I didn't buy one with old parts.
If you're not going to lead and if you're not going to have their respect, it's over. Give it up, go out, and get a job. If you're not decisive, the people that are supposed to be following you are going to say, he doesn't know how to lead. I think that one's a good one right there. At the same time, you don't want to be so quick that you make a mistake. I think these are nicer. So be decisive, but make sure you're not making a mistake. You tell John it's done. You put her in the agency. My father used to look at buildings and talk to people going into those buildings. And then he'd go and design a building so that it sort of met the needs of these people. Learn your customer, know your customer. It's a good road to success. Many people have priorities. In some cases, it's family. In some cases, it's business.
So, Ivanka, you enjoying it? A little different than college, right?
A little different. A little more real-world experience, I'd say.
Have priorities. If you love your family, love them. If you love your business, love it. But there is room for other things. So you can have a great family and also do a great job at business. Try getting them all in there.
Well, I hear you're doing great, honey, so that's good. You better do good, okay?
I'll try.
Okay, bye.
I view everybody as wanting my job. So everybody is ultimately competition.
So when you go through periods where people come at you, go after them, fight them hard, and win.
I wouldn't say it's a great way to live a life, but you have the advantage of having the top spot. Don't let anybody take that top spot from you.
Stay focused.
I've seen many people that could talk a good game, but they couldn't deliver.
they're losers. If you don't deliver the goods, the talking doesn't mean anything. If you think there may be some sabotage from within, find the people that are doing this to you and get rid of them ruthlessly, viciously. I don't care how you have to get rid of them, but get rid of them fast. It's always great to have friendship in business, but you can't let the friendships hurt your goals. You can't let the friendships hurt your business. I owed billions and billions of dollars, and I had so many friends that were so happy. They were all happy. They're my friends, but they were happy. It's really wonderful to have good friends in business, but usually it doesn't work out. And I fought like hell. And I just beat the crap out of them with my success.
Years from now, some of them may look back and ask themselves whether they've made the right choice, whether they've made the most of the opportunities they've been given. Together, we have the same mission. Over the course of your life, you will find that things are not always fair. You will find that things happen to you that you do not deserve and that are not always warranted. But you have to put your head down and fight, fight, fight. Never, ever, ever give up. Don't give in, don't back down, and never stop doing what you know is right. Nothing worth doing ever, ever, ever came easy. And the more righteous your fight, the more opposition that you will face. In your hearts are inscribed the values of service, sacrifice, and devotion. Now you must go forth into the world and turn your hopes and dreams into action. America has always been the land of dreams because America is a nation of true believers. When the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth, they prayed. When the founders wrote the Declaration of Independence, they invoked our Creator 4 times. Because in America, we don't worship government, we worship God. It is why our currency proudly declares, "In God we trust." And it's why we proudly proclaim that we are one nation under God. The story of America is the story of an adventure that began with deep faith, big dreams, and humble beginnings. The next generation of American leaders never, ever give up. There'll be times in your life you'll want to quit. Never quit. Never stop fighting for what you believe in and for the people who care about you. Carry yourself with dignity and pride. Demand the best from yourself. The more people tell you it's not possible, that it can't be done, the more you should be absolutely determined to prove them wrong. Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead. You must keep pushing forward. And always have the courage to be yourself. America is better when people put their faith into action. Pray to God and follow His teachings. Today, each of you begins a new chapter as well. When your story goes from here, it will be defined by your vision, your perseverance, and your grit. You will build a future where we have the courage to chase our dreams no matter what the cynics and the doubters have to say. You will have the confidence to speak the hopes in your hearts and to express the love that stirs your souls. As long as you have pride in your beliefs, courage in your convictions, and faith in God, then you will not fail. As long as America remains true to its values, loyal to its citizens, and devoted to its creator, then our best days are yet to come. May God bless the United States of America. And I just want to let you know that God blesses you. And I want to just say, you are special in every way. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm Bob Healy, and I'm originally from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm in the charcoal grilling industry, and the name of my business is Grill Blazer. How will I apply what I've learned so far into my business? I'm actually a client of Thrive 15, and I learn so much from what I'm learning at this conference and from my regular weekly attendance that it's helping me establish the business and get it off the ground.
Gentlemen, let me introduce you to the grill gun.
Oh! I would have greened that anyway. I need that. Yes.
This nozzle on the top, you slightly turn like almost nothing, so a little bit of the gas starts coming out, and then you press the trigger. You can either turn the nozzle on the top to have more power, and this one here is a full power trigger, basically madness. You push it down and yeah. It is a lot of fun. Check it out!
You're gonna super cool that? I will.
Oh! Yeah! Everything that you see is authentically clay. It's a great deal of fun. Everybody enjoys it. They know when they walk in, they think they're coming into a carnival, and frankly they are. It's just great fun. There's not another conference like it. You just don't go to a carnival atmosphere and learn like you do here at a Thrive conference. It's great. The reason people should attend at least one of these conferences is because it's common sense. And everybody's fed an entire line about the way you should run a business, but until you actually experience running a business, which is candidly what you learn here, how to run a business, you don't know what you're doing.
Do you remember when we first met or connected or what happened there? Do you remember that thing?
I do. It was at the other building. I replied to a Facebook ad. You called me, I came over, you talked so fast on the 23-point assessment.
Yeah.
And you said, so what do you think? And I'm like, let's do it.
Now, Karen, this is your first time at the conference, right?
Yes.
First time?
Yes.
How's it going? Is it terrible? I'm sorry. How you doing?
It's great.
Good?
Great.
And we've worked with you guys for a period of years, and you've grown quite a bit. From your perspective as a wife, working your husband-wife team, how has it impacted you, what we do here, you guys, just so they can hear, because you've gone through the process?
I got to think about this a minute.
I can say...
Go ahead.
Can I speak for you? You can try. I will say
Can I speak for you?
I will say that she has told me several times, since you have signed up with Thrivetime and Clay, you're a completely different business owner, you're a completely different man, a completely different person, and so you do not have my permission to ever leave Clay. So that's...
Let's let Karen can share the truth. Karen will be like, you're different in a bad way.
No,
Things have gone wrong.
It changed the whole, everything that we thought our business was is completely different now since he has started coming here. His whole mindset changed. His whole mindset changed about the company. His whole mindset changed with us. It just, everything changed. Just like something clicked, and he was excited about the business again. And it's been amazing. And at first I was like, we're spending what? A month on this? And now I wouldn't change it ever. I hope he stays and keeps coming as long as we keep the business.
And you guys, this is your first time coming to a conference.
Yes, it is.
How's it going?
You'll never not know my name, that's for sure. And Karen's a pretty good name.
Yeah, we got to rebrand it. We're working on it.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, we're going to really take Carl and make it negative. We'll make Karen good. Okay, but it's been a good thing for you guys?
It's been amazing. It's been an amazing, amazing ride.
And so when we're meeting with you, though, we have our weekly meetings. And in that meeting, Andrew's working with you. And having someone that's just focused on you and your business and getting through your problems, that's why you have a calendar, because you want to block out time for what matters. And then that means saying no to other stuff. Can you talk about that, Kevin, just blocking out that time to work on your business? Thank you. Let's hear for Karen, by the way. Let's hear for Karen. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. You keep her up here. Okay, yeah. What's it like blocking out time?
Blocking out time for the weekly meeting?
Yeah, just blocking out time to work on your business.
Yeah, there's a lot of times when I'm at the office, because I speak so highly of Clay and everything I'm going through, there's several people in the office that will ask me, hey, Kevin, are you working in the business? Or are you working on the business right now? And that's my sales team, my general manager, and they try to keep me accountable. And so I'm like, I'm working in the business, Arna. And they're like, yes, you're working in the business, and you need to stop, because that's our job. You need to work on the business. So sometimes I just get away, go to Panera for 4 or 5 hours, and I work on the business.
Which Panera do you go to?
Panera on Memorial.
Vanessa can vouch for this. There was a time in my life we had one car because we sold the car because we couldn't afford to get our business going. So we sold the Acclaim. It was the white Acclaim, and we had a Mazda MPV with 200,000 miles on it. And so I had multiple. And so it was when I went full time for the DJ business. So Vanessa would be working at Office Depot, and then she worked at ORU, and she would drop me off at Panera Bread at like 6 a.m. And the manager there, his name was Fareed Hussein, who now sells mortgages. And I would walk in, because they would open up, I think it was at 6 at the time, and Freed would go, the DJ has entered the building on the mic, because I wouldn't leave till like 8 o'clock, because that was my office, was Panera. And his evil, evil boss, Sherry, who I'm sure she's a great lady, Sherry was like, you have to buy something, sir. And I'm going, fine, Sherry. So every hour I would buy something, and I would stay there for the whole day, but I needed a different environment. And why I'm hammering this is you say you go to Panera. We've never talked about that, but you need a different environment to get out of the daily why. Why do you need a different environment? I needed a different environment. Why did you need a different environment too?
I know that if I'm in my office, everybody wants, hey, can I have just a minute?
Just a quick minute.
Can I have just a minute? Hey, can I run something by you? And when I go to Panera, and I usually will buy a tea.
Oh, yeah.
And I make sure I set it out so they see it.
They know you're not just loitering.
And I sit there, and it's amazing. I have my laptop, my phone, and it's amazing what I can get done when I'm away from the office.
And you got, again, Kevin now has 350 plus employees. He and his wife have 350 plus employees. I mean, it's a big thing now. Stairs, next question. I'm going to keep you up here for just a second. Next question.
Next question, Clay. We answered this just a moment ago, but I wanted to say it again. Who can I trust for product inventions? And what about patents?
Well, what you'll want to do, again, is read The Inventor's Guidebook by Maurice Kanbar, okay? And you want to make a prototype. Now, Greg, there are things that you can make that people don't want to buy and things you can make that people do want to buy. Right now, what are the things, if people look you up right now, let's go to do a Google search for glue and, let's do a search for Tulsa wood floors and more. That's where you're at. Tulsa wood floors and more. That's your Google map. Tulsa wood floors and more. We'll pull it up real quick, Sean. What are the things that people want to buy from you right now?
Mostly wood flooring, solid wood flooring.
Why?
Or LVP. It's just a very popular thing right now.
What are things they don't want to buy from you, but you would like to make?
Candlestick holders.
I'm serious. What are things that you like to do, but no one asks for it?
I like to make stuff like this furniture and things like that, but it's not.
Which furniture here did you make?
I made about 10 of these tables in.
So you made this table?
Yes.
You made this table?
Yes.
Which other table did you make?
The one down at the end.
That table at the end. You made the tables? Look at this. He loves these tables.
Third row of tables.
Yeah. So you made the tables.
Yes.
So we were talking about tables. I'm like, well, dude, I'll take 10 tables. Let's do
Chairs.
that.
I made all the chairs outside.
I made all the chairs. I was like, okay. So again, I'm saying this because if you have a product, you need to make it first, and then you got a prototype. Then you want to sell it. And the idea that someone's going to steal your idea really doesn't matter. Nor does it matter if someone steals your idea if you're not selling anything. So you want to sell something and then use the profits from the thing to file for the patent pending. But don't get the patent pending before you try to sell it. Are we on the same page? Who cares if they steal your idea? Because most ideas aren't acted upon. They're just worthless. Next. That urinal, by the way, that urinal's a little bit of a sprayer. A little bit of a sprayer. Who's experienced that urinal? You got to run away from that thing. You flush that thing and you got to run. But it's a beer keg. It's a beer. I'm always interested. By the way, there's a urinal I'm working on getting right now, and I haven't found it yet. Stairs, have I talked to you about the P game?
Yes, you have.
Sean, will you pull up the P game?
Wasn't it at a
Bird, remember me talking about the P game? Pastor Brian is a client of ours. He invites me to Amarillo, Texas. He says, you need to come to our church. And I said, super great. He goes, dude, you're going to love this restaurant. So we go to the restaurant, and I think they had quail and other things. And Vanessa would not eat anything on the menu. You remember this? We're in Amarillo, and Pastor Brian is like, you're going to love this restaurant, dude. It's awesome. And I know my wife. She's a kind of a foodie, kind of a picky person. The carrots can't touch the meat kind of a person, you know. And so we're there, and Brian's like, dude, this restaurant. And have you been to Charleston's? You guys go to Charleston's?
Yes.
Do you remember the place in Tulsa? It was like the Hound, the Fox and the Hound.
Yes, 71st and Garnett.
Fox and the Hound isn't around, so I can speak about it. It wasn't super great. It wasn't terrible, but it was okay. Picture in your mind an okay restaurant, okay? But this place is packed on a Sunday. And Pastor Brian says, dude, you're going to love this restaurant. So we go there, and I'm trying to figure out, why is this place packed? The food's not that great. The decor's not that awesome. But there's an energy in here that feels like we're watching the Super Bowl. And he says, have you gone to the bathroom yet? You know, like your grandma asks you, have you gone yet? And I'm going, Brian, I'm a 35-year-old man. I didn't go to the bathroom. He's like, have you gone yet? Have you gone? I go, I haven't gone. He keeps asking me, and I'm like, fine, I'll go to the bathroom. If that's what makes you stop asking, I'll go. So I go to the bathroom, and there's dudes at the urinal going, dude, you can do it. You can do it. Because it's a urine-activated Galaga. And you can only shoot if you're urinating. And so the move is you go there. It was located next to a Catholic church. So guys finish church and they drink beer until now I get the game. So people are at the bar pounding beer and they have to pee, but they're not going to go because they don't want to waste their shots. And so and then you go in there and whoever sets the record gets their meal free. Oh my God. And it's something people do every day.
When I first started coming here, I got so frustrated because in the urinal was a little soccer net and a soccer ball.
Careful.
And I could get the ball in the net, but I want to know how to get it out.
Okay, so hit play.
There's only one
This is the
way.
technology. They for some reason they don't sell it anymore. This is the company. Crank it up, Sean.
After a bar in London installed urine-controlled video games above their urinals. Bladder controllers make for a hands-free experience, and visitors to the bar are tested on the accuracy of their aim. Never has Nintendo Wii sounded more apt, and the bar's owner
Nintendo Wii
says he's looking forward to
And they had like a tank game. They had a tank.
Hands-free
They
experience.
had a tank game and they had a skiing game. And I'm like, I need that, but I can't find it. So just so you know, on my Christmas list, I'm trying to get that for the bathroom because I think it's going to change the energy in here when you guys come out feeling like winners and no one can relate to you. The women are like, why is this guy winning? You go in kind of depressed, you come out a winner, and then no one will know except for me what happened in there. So that's what I'm trying to buy, but right now they're sold out or they're out of business or some stupid story, but it will not be stopped. Also, the Blockbuster sign. Do you guys see the Blockbuster sign? That was another thing we needed to get. We got it. Okay, Stairs, next one.
Good deal. Clay, let's see. I've got a podcast and a startup. They are not related to each other at all.
Yeah.
Let's see. Started the podcast 7 months ago. How do I grow the podcast while also aim to grow my startup?
Let's talk about the podcast first. Who asked that question? Podcast? Hello. Can you come up here real quick here? And I'm going to pick on you and you for the same idea. And then maybe your wife can chime in for what really happened. When you started MultiClean, when was that?
93.
Were you guys together at the time?
No.
No? And so when you met this guy, were you like, man, this guy's the janitor king. I want to marry this guy? Or how did that...
He was a customer at the bank that I managed.
He was a customer at the bank,
Mhm.
and you knew he ran this business.
Yeah, and
It was-
I checked out the accounts to see exactly.
No.
Oh, yeah.
He's smooth. Ah, so that's how that works.
Okay, and so this is real though. So you had this idea, and when did you and your mind, Kevin, say this is a real business?
Well, my original goal, I knew that if I can say I made it, my goal was 5 employees. And
Okay.
I knew that if I get to 5, that's it, I'm done. My name is Kevin Thomas, and the name of our company is MultiClean. We are a commercial janitorial service, and we serve the entire state of Oklahoma and Kansas and soon to be Arkansas. We have probably grown probably 5 times. We've added, I think when we first started with you, we had 60 to 65 employees, and now we have a little over 300 employees. Before we got involved with Thrivetime, we didn't really have any systems or processes in place. So I've probably been to, in 6-7 years, I've probably been to 12 to 13 business conferences, and amazingly, each time I go, I learn something new, and I'm so excited to bring it back and show the team about marketing and how to implement.
Okay, Aaron Antis, September 25th and 26th. Guess who's coming back to Tulsa? I will give you a hint. His first name is Eric, and his last name is Trump. Whoa. And his father is the 47th president of these United States. Yes, Eric Trump is joining us once again here September 25th and 26th in Tulsa, Oklahoma for the 2-day interactive Thrivetime Show Business Growth Workshop. But Eric Trump is bringing friends. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Alina Habba will be joining Eric Trump right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Amanda Grace will be in the place. Dr. Stella Emanuel will be here in T-Town in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Julie Green will be on the scene. Mel K will be here to say hey. Dave Scarlett from the His Glory team will be here. It's going to be a blasty blast right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. If you want to start or grow a super successful company, if you want to make your wallet great again or make your wallet great for the first time, if you want to learn marketing, systems, scaling, human resources, accounting, social media, branding, search engine optimization, sales training, financial management, and more, get your tickets right now at thrivetimeshow.com. Once again, that's thrivetimeshow.com. People don't know this, but the Trump organization has thousands of employees. There's not 50 employees. The Trump organization, again, most people don't know this, but the Trump organization has thousands of employees. And while Donald J. Trump was the 45th president of these United States, he needed a competent man to run and execute his business plans. Showtime! So the man that runs the Trump organization for Donald J. Trump, as he was the 45th president of the United States and now the 47th president of the United States, is Eric Trump. And so Eric Trump is here to talk about time management, promoting from within, marketing, branding, quality control, sales systems, workflow design, workflow mapping, how to build. I mean, everything that you see, the Trump hotels, the Trump golf courses, all their products, the man who manages billions of dollars of real estate and thousands of employees is here to teach us how to do it.
You are talking about one of the greatest brands on the planet from a business standpoint.
Right.
I mean, who else has been able to create a brand like the Trump brand? I mean, look at it. And this is the man behind the business for the last, pretty much since 2015. He's been the man behind it. So you're talking, we're into 9, going into 10 years of him running it, and we get to tap into that knowledge. That's going to be amazing.
Now, think about this for a second.
But that Clay Clark, man, he is one character.
It's a good word for him, character. Yeah, that is it.
Good, driven, smart. And I've never met a guy who was so hyper all the time. He's doing so much good. And then I met his mother, and she just says, she just lets him be Clay Clark. I mean, so he's endorsed by his mother, and he's doing magnificent work. So it was great meeting you out there and all the people that he surrounds himself with. Clay Clark starts his days at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, it's incredible. Yeah, he's a machine. He's a machine.
Yeah. But I have problems with my company starting at 9 o'clock. Yes, hundreds of people showing up at 5 a.m. in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Man, he's a leader of a leader. He's a fantastic young man.
No, he is.
The lineup continues to grow, and this is how we do our tickets here at the Thrivetime Show. If you want to get a VIP ticket, you can absolutely do it. It's $500 for a VIP ticket. We've always done it that way. Now, if you want to take a general admission ticket, it's $250 or whatever price you want to pay. And the reason why I do that, and the reason why we do that, is because we want to make our events affordable for everybody. I grew up without money. I totally understand what it's like to be in a tight spot. So if you want to attend, it's $250 or whatever price you want to pay. That's how I do it. And it's $500 for a VIP ticket. Now, we only have limited seating here. With the most people we've ever had in this building was for the Jim Brewer presentation. Jim Brewer came here, the legendary comedian Jim Brewer came to Tulsa, and we had 419 people that were here. 419 people.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, there's no more room. I felt kind of bad that a couple people had VIP seats in the men's restroom. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. But I thought, you know what? We should probably add on.
Clay Clark is here somewhere. Where's my buddy Clay? Clay's the greatest. I met his goats today. I met his dogs. I met his chickens. I saw his compound. He's like the greatest guy.
I ran from his goats, his chickens, his dogs.
So this guy's like the greatest marketer you've ever seen, right? His entire life, Clay Clark, his entire life is marketing.
So again, if you want to get tickets for this event, all you have to do is go to thrivetimeshow.com. Go to thrivetimeshow.com. When you go to thrivetimeshow.com, you'll go there, you'll request a ticket, boom. Or if you want to text me, if you want a little bit faster service, you say, I want you to call me right now. Just text my number. It's my cell phone number, my personal cell phone number. We'll keep that private between you, me, everybody. We'll keep that private. In anybody. Don't share that with anybody except for everybody. That's my private cell phone number. It's 918-851-0102. 918-851-0102. I know we have a lot of Spanish-speaking people that attend these conferences, and to be bilingually sensitive, my cell phone number is 918-851-0102.
That is not actually bilingual. That's just saying Juan for a one. It's not the same thing.
I think you're attacking me. Now, let's talk about this. Now, what kind of stuff will you learn at the Thrivetime Show workshop? So, Aaron, you've been to many of these over the past 7-8 years. So let's talk about it. I'll tee up the thing, and then you tell me what you're going to learn here, okay?
Okay.
You're going to learn marketing and branding. What are we going to learn about marketing and branding?
Oh, yeah. We're going to dive into, so many people say, I got to get my brand known out there, like the Trump brand, right? You want to get that brand out there. It's like, how do I actually make people know what my business is and make it a household name? You're going to learn some intricacies of how you can do that.
You're going to learn sales. So many people struggle to sell something. This just in, your business will go to hell if you can't sell. So we're going to teach you sales. We're going to teach you search engine optimization, how to come up top in the search engine results. We're going to teach you how to manage people. Aaron, you have managed, no exaggeration, hundreds of people throughout your career and thousands of contractors. And most people struggle with managing people. Why does everybody have to learn how to manage people?
Well, because first of all, you either have great people or you have people who suck. And so it can be a challenge. Learning how to work with a large group of people and get everybody pulling in the same direction can be a challenge. But if you have the right systems, you have the right processes, and you're really good at selecting great ones, and we have a process we teach about how to find great people. When you start with the people who have a great attitude, they're teachable, they're driven, all of those things, then you can get those people all pulling in the same direction.
So we're going to teach you branding, marketing, sales, search engine optimization. We're going to teach you accounting. We're going to teach you personal finance, how to manage your finance. We're going to teach you time management. How do you manage your time? How do you get more done during a typical day? How do you build an organization if you're not organized? How do you do organization? How do you build an org chart? Everything that you need to know to start and grow a business will be taught during this 2-day interactive business workshop. Now, let me tell you how the format is set up here. And again, folks, this is a 2-day interactive 15. Think about this, folks. It's 2 days. Each day it starts at 7 a.m. and it goes until 5 p.m. So from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., 2 days. It's a 2-day interactive workshop. The way we do it is we do a 30-minute teaching session, and then we break for 15 minutes for a question and answer session. So, Aaron, what kind of great stuff happens during that 15-minute question and answer session after every teaching session?
I actually think it's the best part about the workshops, because here's what happens. I've been to lots of these things over the years. I've paid many thousands of dollars to go to them. And you go in there and they talk in vague generalities and they're constantly upselling you for something, trying to get you to buy this thing or that thing or this program or this membership. And you leave not getting your very specific questions answered about your business or your employees or what you're doing on your marketing. And what's awesome about this is we literally answer every single question that any person asks, and it's very specific to what your business is.
And what we do is we allow you as the attendee to write your questions on the whiteboard.
Yep.
And then we literally, as you mentioned, we answer every single question on the whiteboard. And then we take a 15-minute break to stretch and to make it entertaining when you're stretching. And this is a true story. When you get up and stretch, you'll be greeted by mariachis. There's going to probably be alpaca here, llamas, helicopter rides, a coffee bar, a snow cone. There's just...
You had a crocodile one time. That was pretty interesting.
You know, I should write that down and actually do that.
Sorry for that one guy that we lost.
The crocodile, we duct taped its face so that we duct taped.
No, it was a baby crocodile.
And it was duct tape.
Yeah, duct tape around the mouth so it didn't bite anybody. But it was really cool passing that thing around and
I should do that. We have a small petting zoo that will be assembled. It's going to be great. And then you're in the company of hundreds of entrepreneurs. So there's not a lot of people in America today. In fact, there's less than 10 million people today, according to U.S. Debt Clock, that identify as being self-employed. So if you have a country with 350 million people, that means you have less than 3% of our population that's even self-employed. Yeah. So you only have 3 out of every 100 people in America that are self-employed to begin with. And when Inc. magazine reports that 96% of businesses fail by default, you have a 1 out of 1,000 chance of succeeding in the game of business. But yet the average client that you and I work with, we can typically double this. And this is no hyperbole, no exaggeration. And I have thousands of testimonials to back this up. We have thousands of testimonials to back it up. But when you work with a home builder, when I work with a business owner, we can typically double the size of the company within 24 months.
Yeah.
Double. And you say double? Yeah, there's businesses that we have tripled. There's businesses we've grown 8x. There's so many examples you can see at thrivetimeshow.com. But again, this is the most interactive, best business workshop on the planet. This is objectively the highest rated and most reviewed business workshop on the planet.
I was looking to learn how to take my business, like they've said today, from being very successful to being systematic. I've got a very successful practice in 3 different cities, make good money. Just want to take it to the next level with systems and processes to where I can drive my cars more.
Paul Hood.
I've been a CPA for 33 years.
And what kind of growth have you and your great team had here over the past, let's say, 5-6 years?
For the last 5, when I met you 5 years ago, we were doing 3 million. This year we'll do 24 million.
Whoa. And you say, Clay, I'm not going to get a ticket unless you give me more. Okay, fine. We're going to serve you the same meal both days. True story. We cater in the food, and because I keep it simple, I literally bring in the same food both days for lunch. It's Ted Escondido's, an incredible Mexican restaurant. That's going to happen. And Jill Donovan, our good friend, who is the founder of Rustic Cuff. She started that company in her home, and now she sells millions of dollars of apparel and products. That's rusticcuff.com. And someone says, I want more. This is not enough.
Give me more.
Okay. I'm not going to mention their names right now because I'm working on it behind the scenes here. But we've got one guy who's given me a verbal to be here. And this is a guy who's one of the wealthiest people in Oklahoma, and nobody really knows who he is because he's built systems that are very utilitarian, that offer a lot of value. He's made a lot of money in it's where you rent. It's short term. It's where you're renting storage spaces. He's a storage space guy. He owns what do you call that? The rental,
storage space.
Storage units. This guy owns storage units. He owns railroad cars. He owns a lot of assets that make money on a daily basis, but they're not like customer facing. Most people don't know who owns the mini storage facility, or most people don't know who owns the warehouse that's passively making money. Most people don't know who owns the railroad cars, but this guy, he's given me a verbal that he will be here, and we just continue to add more and more success stories. So if you're out there today and you want to change your life, you want to give yourself an incredible gift, you want a life-changing experience, you want to learn how to start and grow a company, go to thrivetimeshow.com. Go there right now, thrivetimeshow.com. Request a ticket for the 2-day interactive event.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Thomas Crossan, owner and founder of Full Package Media in Dallas, Texas. I've been a coaching client with Clay Clark since the beginning of our business. We started about a year ago, August of last year. I had no clients, no idea what we were doing, no clue really what was going on. And now we've grown to where we've got 6 photographers, we've got office space here. I have an admin, sales person that works for us full time, developing an online system, and a lot of that growth we attribute to Clay helping us. And there's so many things that, I mean, his stuff is not revolutionary. It's not this crazy walk on hot coals and all this stuff. It's just real stuff.
It's going to be a blasty blast. There's no upsells. Aaron, I could not be more excited about this event.
I think it is incredible. And there's somebody out there right now, you're watching and you're like, but I already signed up for this incredible other program called Smoke Your Way to Thin. I think that's going to change your life. I promise you, this will be 10 times better than that.
It's like I picked the wrong week to quit smoking.
Don't do the Smoke Your Way to Thin conference. That is, I've tried it. Don't do it.
Yeah, chain smoking is not a viable. I mean, it is life changing. It is life changing. If you become a chain smoker, it is life changing.
Not the best weight loss program, though.
Right. Really. So if you're looking to have life changing results in a way that won't cause you to have a stoma, get your tickets at thrivetimeshow.com. Again, that's Aaron Antis. I'm Clay Clark, and reminding you and inviting you to come out to the 2-day interactive Thrive Time Show workshop right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I promise you, it will be a life-changing experience. We can't wait to see you right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Whoa. What kind of growth have you had since you and I have been working together over these past few years?
3.45 million. I got those stats before I got on here.
So you've grown by 3.45 million.
Yeah, 3,450,000.
Would that be like if you took the combined revenue, maybe doubled it? Have we gone up by
about almost 3, not quite.